Oh my god. And we're off. Yay. This is gonna be fun. Bye bye, Port Canaveral. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl KiVonShe, and for this vlog we're doing something a little bit different as I decided to vlog the cruise, and we got on the Carnival Freedom Cruise. So I think I mentioned in one of the videos, at this point I'm just kind of doing like a full video, and I'm going to insert things here and there for a full picture. But basically my girlfriend and I were always like trying to go on cruises, but she is like an avid researcher, and when we would get on YouTube we noticed like not only were there people kind of talking about different things on cruise, or there's like specific experiences that we didn't really care too much about, but we also didn't see a lot of black people doing these reviews either. So I was like, okay, we're going on our first cruise together, her first cruise as an adult, and I was already vlogging anyway, so I decided why not just vlog the cruise and just give my thoughts on the Freedom Carnival, and just kind of tell y'all like some of the things that we like to know on the cruise outside of food, right? Because a lot of those things are standard. So let's get into it. All right, so the first day getting on the cruise, everything was good. The weather was really nice. It was very easy getting on. If you do not have a passport, I highly suggest getting a passport. They will let you get on the cruise with a birth certificate and I think one other form of ID that has to be a photo ID that proves like the name on your birth certificate and whatever photo ID that you have match exactly. But head down to your local post office and apply for you a passport. Next, when you are packing, if you are a gun holder, a knife holder, a mace holder, get it out. Get it out. Some girl almost got booted off before we even came on because she had a bullet in her fanny pack. So make sure that the prep that you do before getting on the cruise is A1. So what do I mean about prep? A lot of people focus on outfits, dining outfits, bathing suits, you know, maybe some sunscreen and stuff like that. But there are a lot of things, especially as you get older and your insides change, even though your outside still looks beautiful, these are some things that you could pack that can prepare you for what could actually happen on the ship. Number one, even if you've never gotten motion sickness a day in your life, having some Dramamine pills or a Dramamine patch, a lot of people wore them behind their ear on the trip. My girlfriend took some every day. I've been on multiple cruises, so that didn't really bother me, even though I also got like motion sickness before in a car. So just have it just in case your body starts doing some weird stuff or like the seas start getting to you. The second thing, whatever you eat on a daily basis, you're not gonna be eating the same thing. They're not cooking it the same, they're not seasoning it the same or anything like that. So getting you some Beano is a really good investment. Super cheap, go get it. I took my Beano every day because I have a hard time just even going to the bathroom when I'm not at home. So knowing that I might encounter difficulties going to the bathroom, I wanted to make sure that I wasn't feeling any bloating or anything, because that will make me sick, and then I'll end up not eating because I'm just full of gas and full of pressure. So that definitely relieved a lot of stress, and I had no issues going to the bathroom, so that was great. Next thing, you want to be as comfortable in your room as possible, and one of the comfort things is being able to put your bare feet on things, not the carpet, but just like in the bathroom and stuff like that. So get you some Clorox wipes, wipe it down. If you can find little Lysol sprays and stuff like that, go ahead and bring that as well, because everything is going to be good to go and you just want to be comfortable. I will suggest, you don't have to, but suggest bringing your own towel. I know my girlfriend brought her own towel. I did not, because my bag was already full to the brim, but I always inspect my towels anyway, and whatever was like looking crazy. I just put it outside. Our person who took care of our room was amazing and super accommodating. So yeah, so just making sure that your toiletries and everything are good to go, but also getting you, I packed allergy meds, Beano, Dramamine, different types of headache medicine, joint medicine, because there's a lot of things as the boat is moving, the food, you might be out there dancing, doing some moves, hitting some moves you ain't hitting in a long time. Be prepared on like the physical side of things more than just the clothes. Now let's talk about the cruise and the ship itself. All right, so when you first get on, they're gonna let you in. You're not gonna be able to go to the rooms. Most cruises, you do not go to the room until after 1:30 anyway. So depending on your boarding time, you're just gonna hang out in the main lobby. You're gonna get you some drinks. Now, if you get the drink package, right? So when you get the drink package, basically everything underneath $25 is already covered underneath your package. However, when you embark and debark, because your room and everything is not fully activated, you do pay a tax. So when you first get on there and you start swiping and you getting them drinks, because people was lighting it up first thing on the boat, I was one of them, there is a tax. So even though you're not paying the full price for your drink, you will be paying a tax. And it's the same thing when you're getting off the ship. Like we got coffee this morning, so it's the same thing when you're getting off the ship. You're going to pay the tax. Every other time it's going to be covered. Now, you don't have to get the drink package. Everybody's money is not doing the same things. However, the drink package is more than just liquor. It covers your bottles of water, your coffee, your tea, anything that you could possibly drink on the ship that doesn't come out of one of those like dispensers or whatever. It covers all of that. So I typically always get the drink package. If you stay in the same room, both people in the room have to have the package. So just make sure you get in with people on the ship that's on the same page. And if you're going on like a couples trip or whatever, and maybe your partner doesn't drink liquor, still highly encouraged to invest in the drink package, because again, tea, milk, coffee, all of that, bottled water is all covered. And that's bottled water outside of the 2 big bottles of water that's located in your room. So anyway, this trip, this time of year, there were children on there because we went the week before Thanksgiving, rolling into Thanksgiving. So there were children, but it wasn't a lot of children. I'm pretty sure the parents felt like they could afford to have their kids out of school for this length of time. If you're somebody who doesn't want to pay for the adult only, but you also don't want to be around a bunch of kids, this time of year is a really good time frame. Like September through November is really good because there's not a lot of school breaks. So we didn't really feel like there were children all the way around. So that was really good. We pre-booked into the dining, and where we went was Posh Dining. And like I said, so on mass ships, they're not like you're not getting no salt, pepper, this, that, and the third, because they have to feed a whole bunch of people. So another one of those things that I would prep is coming with your own garlic powder, onion powder, some red pepper flakes, a little seasoned salt. They'll have salt and pepper, but if you want like a little bit more flavor, whatever, a little hot sauce to your food, I definitely wish I brought that, but I didn't. And that first night at the restaurant, I'm not even gonna lie, my entree was decent, but the bread was hard. And we had a late dinner. So what I would not do is eat at the 8:15 one, because I just don't know that we got the freshest bread. But I would look up the restaurants beforehand just to kind of see like which vibe is there too. Because also in our restaurant, like we were dressed up, but we seemed to be overdressed. But there was another restaurant where everybody that was coming out was like fully dressed up. So if you're somebody that likes to dress, just make sure that you're looking at the what do you call it, the dress code and stuff like that, just to make sure that it's matching the vibe that you want. But they also have restaurants that you can go outside of the restaurant that is in the package that you booked. So for us, we had a steakhouse one, and then almost every cruise I've ever been on, has the seafood place where you can get fresh crab legs, fresh seafood, all the other stuff, which we indulged in twice. As far as that, most of the cruise stuff have like little gift shops, little jewelry stores, a casino, which I dabbled in the little gamble and I came out on top for me. But you can gamble, there's no pressure, and the only place that you can smoke is in there. You can't smoke anywhere else on the trip. What else do I feel y'all need to know? There is like an adults only like Serenity area. They call it Serenity, but basically no kids allowed. So even though it was people over there turned up or whatever, it was just nice to be around adults, have adult conversation. This cruise, they did have comedy shows, they had karaoke every night. I was there. And just a lot of different activities, a lot of trivia. So if you like trivia and like playing games, they also provide that as well. And cruises are a great place to really just be out of your comfort zone, meet a lot of good people. I don't know that they're good in their regular life, but most people that go on cruises are people who don't care about appearance, don't care about what their body look like, don't care about, you know, people judging them or being ashamed for just living a best life. So if you're someone that likes to mingle and meet new people, or just want to be in a space where you don't feel pressure to like exist or be a certain way, highly recommend going on cruises because it's really good. Now, our cruise specifically, we went to Grand Turks and we went to Bimini. I'm not going to talk about anything that we did as far as like excursions or anything that we paid for, because again, my money is not your money. You could probably do more or you could probably do less. All of that stuff is optional. But Grand Turks was really nice. They got restaurants. They got like a little, at the end of the docking area, there are some little shops, restaurants, things of that nature. So you can buy things, get you some little souvenirs, X, Y, and Z. You can get you some liquor that you may not necessarily get in your hometown or even in the United States. And it was honestly just really beautiful. The waters was great. This was my second time going to Grand Turks, so it was just as beautiful as the first time that I went. And you can always go on a little tour of the island, get you a little history, get you some little facts or whatever, and just hit the beach. And if you didn't even do excursions, there's literally a beach right there, so you're not missing out on the beauty of whatever the land is. Then went to, we were supposed to go to Bimini, but we didn't because of the weather, so we just turned up on the boat. And that's where the footage is gonna get a little in and out, because a lot of the places that I ended up going to, you couldn't bring your camera or recorder. Like, I could not even have my phone out to check the time at the gambling table. I had to have the dealer check the time for me. And then in the comedy shows, no recording, no video, stuff like that, because they want everything to be a surprise. But I would say overall for me, this was a really good cruise. The last time I went on Carnival, but I don't remember if it was Freedom. But it was a family trip. Obviously this was a couples trip. And I would say that I lived my best life. Other tips and stuff for you is just to pace yourself. Don't just be drinking all day and being all heavy. Take breaks in between drinking. Get you some water every time you get a drink. Take some naps. Set some alarms. And don't try to do everything at once, because literally almost every single day they got the same types of events going on. Just have a good time, relax, lounge, meet some people, and go on multiple cruises. Did I miss anything? Make sure you're listening to all the announcements, because people was trying to get off the ship and they had to make an announcement and was like, hey, we did not call y'all, so if you don't want this to be chaotic, go back to your room and wait. So just make sure you're listening and everything will go super smooth. I would just say the last thing, if you want to take your bags off the ship because you want to get off the ship faster, you can go ahead and do so. Me personally, I'm not trying to wait on the elevator on the debarkation days, so we did opt to get our bags taken off for us, and they kind of have their own little terminal baggage claim or whatever. But I'm all about, like, let me get down these stairs, let me get in this line, let me get out. I don't want to wait on the elevator to do that. Because at the end of the day, it was 3,000 of us getting off the ship. We all going to the same place, and we all have to wait the same amount of time. So I would rather just enjoy my coffee and deal with that than to be stuffed in the elevator with a whole bunch of people breathing all of this bad air. So make sure you still pack your masks. Would I do anything differently? Would I do anything differently? I think we did great.
As far as what, the whole thing?
Yeah, the cruise itself.
Bring my own fucking straws.
Okay, yeah, I forgot to say this. They got these little candy straws. It was terrible. Don't do that. Bring your own straws. And I would say, my girlfriend said, bring your own camping utensils that you can just wash and use on your own. And if you don't get the camping ones, I was trying to find some utensils. I was not finding. I was not having luck. I guess it's just that time of the year. But I did have utensils on my list, like plastic utensils to just bring around. But we didn't get to do that. But, you know, we always wipe and clean off our stuff anyway. But them straws, they don't move from plastic to paper to candy. I did not like that. And it was not like that when I went 4 years ago. So this is a new thing. What else? This is a long ass explanation. I did not want this video to be long. I already said that. Clorox wipes, wet wipes, feminine wipes, hand sanitizer, gum.
Yeah.
I think we did really good. Between the both of us, we did really good. And I changed my hair up like 2 times on the cruise. So, you know, it was a really good time. Oh, last thing. I already talked about like what your funds can and cannot do. If you've never been on a cruise and stuff like that, and you're not claustrophobic, go ahead and just get you a little main cabin room or whatever. There's nothing wrong with it. I personally wanted to see the waters, hear the waters. I'm personally at a place in life where I wanted to be here and see those things. And also being able to have the sun wake you up. When you're in a main cabin, it's so dark that you do lose sense of time and just space. Like your whole day can pass you by. I've been there. But if you're somebody who doesn't like to be like stuck inside, you want to hear the waves and stuff like that, highly recommend getting you a balcony. It was really nice. It was really fun. Even when the storm was like hitting, it was just pretty to hear nature do its thing. So, you know, if you can treat yourself, treat yourself. And that's not even the best room on the ship. They got some that got hot tubs and baths in their rooms. So talked about that. And bring you some shoes, like some flip-flops and stuff that you can have on. Some little house shoes or something to walk around in. Don't want to get no foot fungus. Bear with me, this is my first time doing a type of vlog like this. But anyways, if you like this content, you want to see more like vacation stuff, because I have done vacation vlogs, never in this manner, go ahead and leave a comment below. As always, like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, talk to me. I literally will message you back, okay? Tell your friends, tell a friend, tell their friend to get on my channel. And that is it for our first couples cruise together vlog. And I'm out. Thank you for the applause. Yay.